Hey guys, Coach Gaglione here. This is another edition of our Meathead Monday Tips. And today we're talking about some barbell alternatives if you don't actually have a 45-pound bar. So I'm using a lacrosse stick here. If you have a heavy-duty broomstick or if you have some sort of access to a pipe, but all you need is some sort of, a stronger dowel rod is going to be good if you're using a lot of band tension, but you can substitute some of these exercises if you don't have a lot of 45-pound plates or if you don't have a 45-pound barbell. If you have a band and like some sort of heavy-duty, just kind of a stronger kind of pipe, this is an option when you want to kind of maybe deadlift or squat or bench press and you don't have access to a lot of weight, a 45-pound barbell, etc. So I want to give you guys some options if you don't have access to those things, you still want to bench, squat, and deadlift. So first thing that you could do is do a deadlift with bands. So let's say worst case scenario. This is an average band, this is a strong band, there's also split ink, so it's got Zilla bands which are yellow. One option if you have nothing is just to stand on the band. So you want to try to mimic your starting position. It's going to be lighter at the bottom and heavier at the top. I can do this both sumo and conventional. Now if I go sumo, just realize it's going to be more of a stretch on the band. So just realize that it's going to be a little bit more challenging. If you do have a sturdy dowel rod, this is a good option. So we're going to come here, we're going to stand in the band and we're going to put the dowel rod through. Again, you want something sturdy enough depending on how much band tension you're using. So this is really good for a conventional deadlift, Romanian deadlift, or a stiff-legged deadlift. So you can go double ran, mixed, or hook grip here. I'm going to drive through. Trying to keep the bands over my midfoot. I can go sumo stance as well. This is going to be much more challenging because the band is on more of a stretch. So for reference, like this feels like a pretty good tension at the top for me. And I've deadlifted 616 competition and 700 in the gym, and this is still, I'm feeling my glutes work pretty hard here. So that's a good deadlift option. I'm going to show you a couple other options for the squat and the bench press. So for the squat, you can do a Zercher squat or a front squat with the band. You don't need any dowel rods for this. A couple of different grips. So if I go here, it's not going to be as much tension as a Zercher squat. If I want to get a little bit more tension, I really like a front squat with the band, personally. So I'm going to anchor it on my shoulders, keep my elbows high, squat down. If I want to get more tension, go a little wider. And I can obviously do with it on my back as well, which I don't really think works as well as the front squat, but it is an option. I can also do some good mornings from here as a deadlift substitute, or do good mornings from here for less tension. So both are really good options if you can't squat with a barbell or if you don't have any dumbbells. In terms of benching, no equipment, no anchor points. I can bench with the band around my back, kind of like a chest fly motion. If I do have some sort of anchor point or pole, so if you do have a pole, maybe you're on a playground, you can kind of use the bands here, like this, okay? And we can do some sort of kind of like incline press motion here. It's not perfect, it's something, okay? If I loop the band around, let's just assume I only have one band. So there's going to be a lot of tension here. at the top, I'm going to do like a floor press kind of motion. So I'm going to move the band around my back. That's going to be the anchor point. So you do a floor press or a bench press here. So if I'm doing this standing, I can adjust this height so it's kind of in line with my shoulders. Push up. So I'm not going to get a lot of tension in the bottom, but I will get some good tension on the top, and I can also do this on my back, either on a bench or on the floor. But again, we're assuming kind of minimal equipment here. So this is a good option for a floor press. Pause in the bottom. If I want to make it a little bit more tension, I can widen out the band a little bit. And I can bring my hands on the inside. This is more of a close grip tricep type press. If I bring my hands in closer, so those are some really good options that you could, if you have a band. This is an average band, a strong band, or splitting, so it's a Godzilla band. These are going to be good options for barbell substitutes for the bench squat and deadlift when you're limited on equipment and you're limited on the weights. If you guys enjoyed the video, please share it, please subscribe. Check out the links in the description below if you want to support the program. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay strong.